Well,
Well,
how's it going, Robert?
pretty good, pretty good.
We are live, so hello everyone. You'll have visual here in a moment. Uh,
Wahoo.
Robert, I'm gonna do something a little different today. I have a slight rant because I am annoyed at something. Can you believe it?
Oh my god. Is this going to be the first installment of John's Politics Corner?
No, no. So, do you know anything about the Dragon Quest games?
I do not.
So they are a long-running JRPG series. I've only played 11, but I like them. The art style and designs were Kira Toriyama, Dragon Ball. So
Gotcha.
they have recently announced a remake of 7, which is a fan favorite, and I've never played because there's a PS1 version, and then they did I think like a remake for the 3DS. Just didn't have access to those. So
Gotcha.
the PS1 version looks like what you'd expect a PS1 game to look like that. I just sent you.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
And then the 3DS version looks like what a 3DS remake would expect look like. Uh, that's Dragon Quest 11 because I accidentally deleted the 7 from Google. Ah, Google's killing my rant, Robert.
It's fine.
Okay,
We'll fix it in post.
it's true. So 7 on the 3DS looks kind of like that. Not bad. It's not my favorite, but for a handheld, that's fine.
For sure.
The new one is the most cursed thing. Looks like this, and I don't like it.
Oh.
They kind of look like I saw this comparison. They kind of look like the dolls from Team America. I,
Particularly the blonde guy, yeah.
yeah, no, I just couldn't you have gone with something that doesn't look bad?
Yeah. Oof. So now the Dragon Ball guy, he passed away somewhat
Yes,
recently, right? Okay. Uh, is there like any connection? Do you think this is in the works before he passed?
maybe.
Is there
It's
any
hard to
deep rabbit hole
say.
conspiracy?
It's weird because I mean, like with this being a remake, all of his designs are already there. It's just translating them to modern graphics.
Hmm.
And we've had a modern day Dragon Quest with his art style, and it looks better than that.
And like this doesn't look anime to me. This looks like a shitty American style. I don't
Yeah.
know. It looks weird.
So for reference, this is Dragon Quest XI, the newest entry in the franchise that came out a few years ago. Why didn't you just make it look like that?
That looks better.
Yeah. Ugh. Damn it. I feel like it's a well, we don't want to spend too much money on this thing.
It's a reimagining. It's
Mm.
for a new generation.
Yes, because the kids all love their JRPGs. What have you been up to, Roberto?
Not much, not much. I did finally watch the Saw X,
Oh,
so I have
yay.
seen every Saw movie.
Yay.
I did it.
Spiral was clearly your favorite.
Oh. Spiral is such a weird one because like with it having the biggest budget of them, it does, in my opinion, have some of like the best cinematography of the series. Like it does have some strong technical aspects, but man, that script.
Yeah.
Oof. And it's funny because I look at it and it's like I get why some reviews at the time were like, yeah, it's not the worst Saw movie. It's better than some of the others. I get why some people felt that at the time, but now that it's been a couple years and you can like binge the whole series, it's like, yeah, no, it's probably the worst. Like,
It is
just
without a doubt the
depending
worst
on.
one.
Uh,
All right. And I've only seen Saw X once.
oh my god.
I know. I need to see it again.
Do you have that on the 4K?
No, I just have that in that like gigantic
Oh, the
20
Blu-ray
disc
set.
Blu-ray set.
Wild.
Yeah. All right. How does the Discord look?
Yeah, it's looking good so far.
All right, Robert, tell us what you thought of Saw 10.
It's peak. It's the best one.
It
They
is.
did
It
it.
just
Yeah.
is.
Well, asterisk being, I resist calling it like the quintessential Saw movie, only in that like it doesn't have a cop plot, and that's kind of an integral ingredient. But when you're 10 movies in, like that's only to the movie's benefit that it doesn't have that.
Well,
Like,
no, because we were talking about during our Spiral commentary where it's like it would have been kind of nice to do something different.
yeah. And it's like that movie tries to do something different, but it's not different enough. It's this weird in between. But Saw X just being the John Kramer story, like they did it.
They
It's
did it.
great.
Tobin Bell acts his ass off.
He's so good. I get to be in the camp of like angry Saw fans. Like, why did you scrap Saw 11? Why wouldn't you just make a direct sequel to this? What are you doing?
The world may never know. Did you have the thing I had where Amanda's haircut was like really distracting?
Oh, it's terrible, but it's fine. To be fair, like she had horrible hair in a Saw 2, so that's just kind of her thing.
It's true.
It's one of those things I could see people find distracting, how notably older those actors look, but it's fine. The
I didn't
performances are good
have
enough
that
it
so
doesn't
much with
matter.
him. I thought she was really noticeable.
Yeah, but I mean, to her credit, like for being in her 50s, like she looks good. Like
Yeah, no, I'm not saying she doesn't.
she still looks younger than she actually is, which is a compliment. And her performance is good enough that I could let it slide.
Yeah. Were you spoilers for Saw 10 shocked at the cameo at the end?
I heard about that ahead of time, so I knew that was
Oh.
coming. I was like, "Fuck." It made me happy though. I loved it. that is.
It's
just
the one
enough
place
Hoffman.
that I like Hoffman.
Aw. Yeah, the only thing that bums me out about that movie, spoilers for Saw X, and this isn't the movie's fault, because it kind of sucks when your main villain of the movie, Cecilia, who is like the worst, most awful character in the movie, or like awful person, gets not a super satisfying comeuppance. Like, yeah, she loses, but she's not really tortured at all. And then apparently the plans for Saw 11 was like it was gonna pick up immediately with her, and we'd see what happened to her. And it's like, oh, now I want to see that.
See, I don't disagree, but what I liked about it was she got her like fuck you moment because she thought she'd outsmarted him.
Yes.
But nobody outsmarts John Kramer in these movies.
Yeah. Well, the third act was pushing it where I was like, oh no, is this gonna fall apart? Like, but it works. There's just enough that's like, okay, they thought this through. It's still a little silly, but it's what you want in a Saw movie. it works.
Yeah.
It's just like ridiculous and convoluted enough without going too far. It strikes.
That's on you, Roberto.
For handling incoming parcels, confiscate the following: tools and anything that could be used as a weapon, tobacco or similar products, alcohol or similar products, photographs or drawings of any sort, medicine and clothing should be considered contraband and destroyed upon discovery. God damn. Fucked up.
Well, that's been said now. Yeah, I'm excited to do that commentary on it.
Ooh. We'll probably do a commentary on Saw 2 first, just
Yes.
for the anniversary, I would guess.
Yeah. No, I'd rather go in and fill in the gaps in our commentaries.
Yeah.
We want truth.
That's not what that says.
We demand freedom.
Zadami. Oh, okay.
Don't read from the book. Lies. It is so interesting to me that when you see a word in like a foreign language, it's like 6 times as many letters to say a simple word.
Are you saying we have the best language?
Yeah. No, honestly, I think Japanese might be the coolest language. Shit just sounds cool when you say it in Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the way the Japanese is written looks awesome.
True.
I say it as somebody that can only watch English dubs.
I mean, they do. Anime has, like, the best theme songs that we all love, even when we don't know what the fuck they're saying. It just sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
the Attack on Titan theme song rocks. Oh, God.
I maintain that the lyrical content of the song doesn't actually matter. It's all about how it sounds. That's Jesus! I'm so used to auto reloads.
You're getting soft in your old age.
It's true. Okay, so here's a video game related question for you, Robert. Because I know you're not, a super big gamer like I am.
Sure.
Have you ever played a game, didn't really vibe with it, but then after a couple of tries, maybe in the second try, you're like, oh, I get it.
I don't think on that. I'm not sure. There are games I haven't finished. That's a problem. I don't know.
So, for precedence, what brought this on is Ghost of Yotei is coming out soon, and I think that game looks really cool. I have never finished Ghost of Tsushima because I always get distracted, and honestly, some of the open world stuff that is like nobody talks about it, but it's kind of like really bad. I have tried 3 or 4 times to play that game, and I always fall off at some point. I have been playing it recently, and I don't know what it is, but I can't stop playing it now.
We got him.
What the fuck? You stay away from me. Dude, what? What is happening?
Oh.
This game can be bullshit sometimes. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, very good. I still maintain that the open world elements are shit, and not enough people talk about that. But the story is wonderful.
Yeah, one game I need to get back to, and now it's been so long. It's like fuck. I would probably just start over. Is Death Stranding.
Oh god, you're gonna give me PTSD. I played those back to back and got the 100% in both. Would not recommend doing them back to back.
Hello, Tyler in the live chat. He asks
If
if
you were...
you were making.
Oh, go ahead.
He asks if you were making a video game, what kind would it be?
I would make an RPG where choices matter that has a strong romance.
Oh.
This, I don't know. I feel weird about complaining about this, but romances especially in RPGs are severely lacking. Like I know, like Obsidian just won't even straight up won't do them. One of the best things about Mass Effect is getting to know your crewmates, and like pursuing a romance with the one of your choosing.
That's true. I have heard that is a popular aspect of those games, which I've never played.
Oh, dude, you would love them.
You know,
they are the modern day Star Wars.
I know Part 3 is pretty contentious, but at some point I should give those a go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. So here's the thing. Mass Effect was never going to be able to end satisfyingly when it's a choice-based trilogy, because everybody has a different idea of what the ending should be. I've always said Mass Effect was about the journey, not the ending. And they'll probably retcon that ending anyway if 4 ever comes out.
Is that officially in the works, or
yes?
Just okay. So what was that other Mass Effect? Was there another Mass Effect game that came out that I heard was terrible?
Yes. So there is a spin-off. I consider it a spin-off, and I'm guessing BioWare does too, because they're straight up calling the teaser for the new one is for Mass Effect 4. But there is a game called Mass Effect Andromeda that came out on the PS4. It was made, I believe, by the B team, and it wasn't ready. It was undercooked. I think it streamlines the RPG stuff too much. Woohoo!
Yeah, I remember hearing about it when it came out.
EA got me twice last gen. I pre-ordered that. I also pre-ordered Anthem. And if you know, you know. What? Oh my god. Why doesn't the inventory pause? Tyler was not expecting that answer. I'm a complicated person. What can I say? So that one is like an offshoot. I believe it takes place, like, the start of the game is you leaving the main galaxy at the start of Mass Effect 3. And you're just like completely on your own in a different galaxy, so they can just ignore that one if they choose to.
Gotcha.
But Mass Effect 2 is either my favorite or second favorite game of all time. It's peak. It's also the first thing I see Yvonne Stravatsky.
Who is?
I'm trying to think what you might have seen her in. You haven't seen Dexter, have you?
I have not. So.
Have you seen Chuck?
Nope.
Well, she was a popular fan cast for Captain Marvel for a while there too.
No, okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! She's on that Handmaid's Tale, but I haven't watched it.
Gotcha. Wasn't a Mass Effect movie in the works that never happened?
I don't know about
One of
movie,
those.
but Amazon is moving forward with a TV show,
Ah.
which I don't know how I feel about. Cause like, it'll just be an adaptation of those games, but I resist the idea of canonizing a certain route.
Yeah.
Can I have a minute, please?
Would you prefer a show just set in that world, but with different characters?
That could be
That's gonna
cool.
be
Mass Effect has, Mass Effect has a really rich world just waiting to be do more with. And I know there's like comics and stuff that I haven't read yet. That's honestly the most frustrating part. Is EA bought BioWare, and then promptly just like fucked up both franchises that they're known for.
Oh.
Dragon Age went off the rails. Tyler has big news. He will be getting HBO Max today. Well, hello,
hell
Mr.
yeah.
Fancy Pants.
You gotta catch up on the Peacemaker.
The Peak Maker.
I'm looking forward to this next episode. Hope it's a good one.
I am, but I'm also not. I think this season has major pacing problems.
We'll see how the next one turns out.
I hope it's good. I want this show to be good.
And
It's
then-
peak.
And then I'm really curious what the last three are gonna look like, since those are the ones critics weren't allowed to watch in advance. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Tyler says he's got to catch up on Alien Earth. I am caught up on Alien Earth. That's really good.
I am not.
Well, FYI, I believe the finale to Alien Earth will be airing next week, so you gotta catch up on that
I know.
so you can review it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh.
Oh, hey, 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 stop that. Fuck. Come closer. Come closer.
Noah is in the live chat plagiarizing you. He just said that Peacemaker's peak.
Well, Noah's always stealing my ideas. We'd love to see it.
It's true.
Hello, Noah. Okay, so, this wouldn't really be shown off in a, like, stream, because they're not horror movies. But I forgot to cancel a couple Amazon orders, so I've got them now. I am now the proud owner of the Small Soldier Steelbook, as well as the Starship Trooper Steelbook that I meant to cancel.
Yay! I think Starship Troopers, if we wanted, we could cover on the channel. That's like horror adjacent enough.
Yeah.
Small Soldiers, I don't know.
Small to no.
Is that...
Holy fuck.
I haven't seen it. Is that movie like set around Halloween?
No.
Or, okay.
No.
All I know about that movie are the memes. I've never seen it.
I loved that movie as a kid. Blew my mind when I learned it was Joe Dante.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't know until very recently that that was a Joe Dante movie.
I'll give you that. Last week's episode is mostly set up, but I feel like it's been pretty well paced so far. I don't know, man. I feel like the story has barely progressed.
Well, I think the last one was slow, but it was also really short. Because some of these episodes this season haven't been very long, so I'm curious if that's going to shift at all in the back half.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I will also, I don't know. I I have reservations now. I'm not like saying the show is bad, just because I feel like it could be better week or like binging it.
Mhm.
But I think part of the problem is we make so little narrative progress, and then have to wait a week,
Yeah.
and not much happens.
I really felt that with the last episode, not the one before, the third episode. Minor spoilers. I'm not giving too much away. The third episode when we're like in the alternate dimension the whole time, like that's probably my favorite episode so far. I thought that one was great. And I'm kind of anxious to get back there.
Listen, Arthur. Just so we're clear, we are not friends. We are here because we have
We're not friends.
to help me get inside. That's it, all right? Hey, after you told me my brother might return here, I didn't have to drag you with me at all.
I also,
What the fuck are you looking for here anyway?
I think part of it, I agree with Austin, is Vigilante has had fuck all to do.
Yeah, he's not had a lot to do, but that hasn't bothered me yet. Like he's always been a supporting character.
No, I need Vigilante. He's peak.
It might have been 3. Whichever episode was just him hanging out with the Economos. It's so good though.
Yeah. We'll move on though,
That's some great
since
bits.
Tyler hasn't seen it. But yeah, with Small Soldiers, real quick, I remember that was everywhere, at least in my bubble as a kid. I remember like the Burger King toys, the video game.
Which is funny since it didn't do that well.
Yeah,
Box office.
I was sad. Because I was like waiting for. Although honestly, I think that works as a standalone movie.
I'm sure they wanted to make sequels, but
yeah,
it's probably fine on its
I'm
own.
gonna actually use this as a weird segue. So Hayden and I watched a movie that I would like to cover on the channel soon, but it's called Deathgasm, and it is like a horror movie, heavy metal comedy. But we watched it because it's got Power Ranger actors that we know in it. In fact, so actually, you know one of them because we made you watch the RPM pilot.
That's true.
You know that annoying guy that the Black Ranger picks up in his car at the beginning?
Yep.
He's the lead in that movie.
Oh.
And it's kind of like a Evil Dead 2 in tone, but like with a focus on heavy metal. But I found out recently they're making a sequel. And one of the major subplots in that movie is him getting the girl, right? That's what you do. Can you guess what the sequel's synopsis is?
They're split up at the start and they have to get back together again.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh.
it's 2025. Why are we still doing this?
Now, is it like, what do you call it? A musical, or is there just
No, it's just it's music in it. So the basic premise is he moves to this new town after his parents are like put in jail or something, and he falls in with like the heavy metal scene, and they find the Black Hymn, which is like a cursed guitar riff, and he plays it, which unleashes demons on the town.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very Evil Dead ish. Noah says he's a little worried about how Alien Earth sticks to the landing after the last episode, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm liking it, but I'm curious how the last one's gonna go down.
Yeah, I hope it sticks to the landing. It'd be a shame if, because that pilot had a lot of potential.
Yeah,
might-
and
When is the next step? When does the finale air?
Tuesday, I think.
Okay. I might make that a priority.
Around that. But,
Binge it when I'm
and
finishing Tsushima.
for sure, it's also gonna be telling with that finale because we don't know yet. Okay, is this gonna wrap up this story, or is there gonna be like a clear cliffhanger season 2 bait? We don't know yet.
Yeah. Speaking of seasons, I sent you this. Daredevil has been renewed for a 3rd season.
Which is surprising and tells me production must be going smoothly on 2.
That tells me that Charlie Cox was not told of this, because he's been acting like season 2 was the end.
Yeah, he's been referring to it as, quote, the last season. I'm curious how season 2 is going to play out because, at least according to rumors, he's probably going to show up in the next Spider-Man movie, which would be after Born Again season 2 finishes. So, like, I'm curious how much this leads into that, if that's true. But also, if this is getting a 3rd season, with this getting a 3rd season, it's like, oh, okay, is this, when is this coming, and how is this going to fit in the timeline of everything else? It's interesting.
Tyler, what upcoming DC project are you most excited to see? Supergirl or Lanterns?
Yeah, I'm excited for both. I guess for me, Clayface. Because I love Clayface. I hope that's good. I'm a little worried about the director, but...
I'm obviously excited for Clayface, but I feel like I'm only excited for that to get a taste of, like, the DCU Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a trailer will change my mind, probably. For me, it's just, we haven't had a good Supergirl. And I love Supergirl, like, I've said this before. I think at this point I like Supergirl more than Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And that book they're adapting is just so good. And then... I like Green Lantern. I liked Guy a lot in Superman.
Yeah, Lanterns, is probably the one I'm most, like, cautiously optimistic for. I hope the trailers look great. The trailers are what could get me to go, okay, I like the casting. I think it's got potential.
Yeah, I also need a trailer just because I do kind of resist making Hal so much older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like that actor a lot, so I'm cool with it. But what I'm nervous about, it's like, oh god, are we gonna kill Hal in the first project he's in? Or are we gonna go parallax with him? That's the stuff I'm nervous about.
Yeah, and like I want that stuff, but not as your introduction to this character.
Right. Not.
I also,
when you cast an actor that old, it makes me nervous.
I hate that because of the DCAU, Jon Stewart has to be the eyes in character every time we do something.
To be fair, he hasn't had like a ton of play in media since then, with the exception of that Beware My Power movie that everyone hated.
Heavily affected by the oddities.
But I mean, Green Lantern has it in general. But every time we have to do a Green Lantern, we have to do him.
But the vast majority of those DC animated movies, it's Hal Jordan, and he got a show which was canceled after one season, but still. I'm just saying, in media in the last 20 years, like, it's been Hal the vast majority.
Yeah, because he's the first Green Lantern. Earth Green
Alan
Lantern.
Scott technically is.
What?
Alan Scott.
Oh.
Golden Age one.
Oh, fuck off. That's a different Green Lantern.
Just being accurate. No,
It also makes me worried. Are we going to just jump straight to Wally?
I don't know. I mean, there were rumors they were developing a Teen Titans movie, but we haven't heard any updates on that in a while. I hope we get that within the next 5 years. And
yeah,
you could introduce
cool.
Wally there. Like, I agree that I'd rather introduce Wally as Kid Flash and then have him take over for Barry in a later movie. I don't want to start with Wally as the Flash, but we'll see.
How was the main character of Green Lantern TAS? Says no, but was
Yeah.
it not like a decade ago?
Yeah. But there's also stuff like the Injustice games where Hal's the main lantern in those.
Okay, but again, you're starting a universe. Why are you starting with the second or third lantern? Like,
But I like that this is a lived-in universe where character like I don't need this to start with Hal's origin. I'm cool with him being the senior lantern. All right, do you want me to read this?
yeah.
I managed to get between the workers. They understand that my presence can help what they are fighting for, so they quickly accepted me as their own. They are eager to share information and talk to me. Some even make sure I write down precisely everything they say. They are good people, but very confused. They've been locked in here for almost a month now, and there's no end in sight to the quarantine, and no explanation either. The authorities don't seem to care about their requests and protests. They say the workers can't leave the factory because of the quarantine and for their own good, but I feel that something much more sinister is going on here. People don't just disappear.
Oh. Uh, Tyler makes a good point. He says that'd be like starting with Dick Grayson as Batman.
I disagree. I think that's a false equivalency.
How?
Because Hal, at least as far as the setup of the show goes, is still around. He's still a lantern, and we've had multiple lanterns in the comics for decades. Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but you know who we always start with?
Recent thing. Who?
Hal.
Right. Who is the senior Green Lantern in the show?
Okay, but
I'm cool with this being a
well,
lived-in
then I guess
universe
we'll
where
just
he's been
throw
around.
out all those stories with Hal and give them to John then, because
I don't want that. I don't want that. We'll see. But like we had Guy, like that's the thing. We just had Guy in the Superman movie, and I was cool with that. He was great. Like we've always, for decades, we've had multiple lanterns run around Earth. This is not a new concept. I mean, like Guy Gardner goes back to like the early '70s.
Okay.
And like I'm assuming this is gonna start with Jon Stewart's origins. They've said he's like the rookie one. I think that's a fine place to start. Like before this was a show, and when the DCEU was still a thing, I really wanted that Green Lantern buddy cop movie they were pitching. Like, yeah, we're gonna do a movie with Hal and John, like Lethal Weapon style. I thought that sounded really cool, and I was bummed we never got that. So now we're getting the TV version of that kind of, and I hope it's good.
I mean, of course, I hope it's good, but
I mean, I agree that I'll be bummed if Hal like dies or is written out by the end of the show. That's why I said I'm nervous about it. Well, that's why I said I'm cautiously optimistic. But we'll see.
I reached the factory in Sector B1 and located the time rift. It is beyond my
And I like Jon Stewart.
I need to equip
I want all the lanterns.
before I can continue. There is an outpost set up nearby by those who came here before me. It is located in the main control room. I might be able to find a solution there. Something that will allow me to reach the dive point and proceed with the
to address your point about Guy, here's the difference. Most of the big Green Lantern stories revolve around Hal Jordan. The big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Making him the older Hal Jordan means most of those stories have probably already happened or will happen with an older Hal Jordan. That is the same equivalency as starting with Dick Grayson Batman and then giving him Bruce Wayne stories. Or, yeah.
But yeah, hypothetically,
Did you read this? I don't remember.
yes, I did read this one.
I don't even need it to be an origin story. Why can't we just get the Superman treatment for Hal Jordan?
But this isn't that far. But like, Superman's been around a few years, and Hal Jordan's been around for several years, presumably. Like, it's not that different. I mean, Supergirl has a cameo in that movie and is already getting her own movie, and you're not like, oh man, why can't we just have Superman for a while? Why do we need Supergirl immediately?
Those are
Why
not
is
the
it
same.
different? Okay.
Okay.
Like, Dick Grayson being Batman is not the same as having multiple lanterns with history being around.
Okay. Superman and Supergirl are different, have their own histories and their own backstories. And Supergirl is typically always around, has been around at the same time as Superman or just shortly after. Superman has also only been Superman for 3 years in that movie.
Yeah.
Making Hal Jordan the age he is means that he has probably been Green Lantern for close to a decade.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen the show yet.
You can't tell me they're not going to cast somebody older if he hasn't been Green Lantern for at least a decade. If Guy and John are already Lanterns.
Yeah, and like Noah says, Hal and John are going to be dual protagonists. Starting with Dick Grayson Batman implies that Bruce is already dead. And that's not what they're doing. Like... But you are presuming that, oh, we're going to give a lot of Hal's stories to John, and I have no evidence of that. I haven't seen the show.
Because I know how Green Lantern mythology works.
This is a new universe. They can do whatever they want.
Okay.
But, like, how... those all, like, okay, we know Sinestro's in the show, right? Is he still a Green Lantern? Has he betrayed the Corps yet? Is he a Yellow Lantern? I don't know. I haven't seen it. Like, there are so many different takes on Sinestro and so much history with that character there, and I don't know what his starting place is going to be.
Ooh, what is these? I mean, I'm going to cry foul if Hal is in his 40s, almost 50s, and none of his storylines have already happened.
But you could say the same thing about Superman.
Superman has only been Superman for 3 years.
I'm just saying.
That is different than... You are not getting it.
Okay, like, I also understand that this is an adaptation. It's not going to follow the comics 100%. And I don't know, like you got the stuff with Carol Ferris and Star Sapphire, how much, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with any of that.
Mark my words, all of that will have happened off screen.
Maybe some, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're also presuming that, like, decades worth of history with that character is going to be canon in the movies, and I'm not going to presume that. And for me personally, like, this is what I always wanted. I'm cool with an older Hal. We don't need to start with his origin. I've seen it plenty. I think I like
Really?
seeing
Name more than the Green Lantern, name more than 2.
live action movie. Okay, there's the New Frontier animated movie, there's the First Flight animated movie, there's the animated series he's a star of, there's other shows he's guest starred in.
And all those shows have done his origin.
I think the animated series started with its origin. But
Now,
it's been a while since I
admittedly,
watched that.
I haven't seen the animated series because I thought the animation was bad. I'm not asking for the origin. I'm asking for a Hal Jordan Green Lantern that's still a rookie. Doesn't need to be day one. Could be a year in. Could be 2 years in.
Well, if that's what you want, that's fair. Like I can't change that. That's just your opinion, but that's obviously not what they're doing.
No, because we can't get away from Jon Stewart.
But people like Jon Stewart, and I like all the Lanterns. That's fine. And again, you say that, but it's like, okay, Jon Stewart was the Lantern of the DCAU, and then we made that shitty Beware My Power movie.
Yeah, which gave him all of Hal's stuff, which I think I'm telling you, they're gonna do some of the same shit.
I mean, people didn't like that movie, but okay. That's a weird thing to presume, but it's like, okay, that's it. Like, name one other thing where Jon Stewart's the main Lantern. You keep saying we always go back to Jon, or we can't get away from Jon, but it's like, name one other thing besides that Beware My Power movie.
I mean, I'd have to look at a list because I'm blanking. So fair, but shocker. I want to start with the first one.
Well, that would be Alex Gunn.
You know what I mean.
We are, like, he's this dual protagonist in the show. We're not, I'd understand where you're coming from if you were skipping him entirely and this was a Jon Stewart show. Then I'd say, oh, that's a bummer, I want Hal. But he's gonna be there. It's a dual protagonist show. I just want him to be portrayed well, give cool stuff, get cool stuff to do, and hopefully he sticks around
We'll come back around when that first trailer drops. And all the stuff that I want to see has already been done off screen.
Okay.
Because I know how these adaptations work. It's the same thing every time. You age up the character, and all the stuff that's cool has been done off screen.
Maybe some of it. You're presuming a lot. Yeah, and no, I was gonna mention that. Like, we did the Kyle Rayner episode in Superman, but he's really a composite of Kyle and Hal in that universe because they give him Hal Jordan's backstory. So that's like technically the first place where we adapt that origin.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't love that, but I understood that was the 90s. That's what we did.
Yeah. But
I was shocked Kyle Rayner was in that at all.
Yeah, well, he was the Green Lantern of the time.
No, I know. It's just because they never really mention any other lanterns in JLU or like that Justice League show, which is they never mention the other Earth ones from memory. So I was shocked that at least Kyle does exist, which means Emerald Twilight. No, that doesn't mean that because you're right, they composite it.
Yeah, and then Kyle shows up in like one episode of Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, does he? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's mentioned in the first Justice League show, and I think it's like one cameo, but in Unlimited he has a more prominent appearance.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle, though, since then has gotten the shaft more than anybody else in adaptations. Like, we never use him.
Yeah, I'm kind of, like, I don't have a strong opinion on Kyle. I think the problem is he serves a very specific purpose, which is he's the Luke Skywalker of the Green Lanterns. But unless you adapt that story, it's like, well, what do you do with him?
Yeah. Well, like I said, we had that long string of... Because, remember, Hal Jordan... Like in the late 2000s, you know, Jeff Johns giving him that comeback. That's one of the more notable Jeff Johns runs is his Green Lantern stuff. And then, like starting with New 52, like he really pushes Hal Jordan, and then it's Hal Jordan all the time. Everywhere, like we have that string of animated movies where it's always Hal.
Well, but that's most because they're just adapting that new 52 stuff.
Yeah, but there are also movies like Crisis on Two Earths where they made it Hal. I think he's in that.
Which one is that?
That's the. It's like a loose adaptation of the Grant Morrison JLA Earth 2.
Oh,
Justice
yeah,
League.
yeah.
Yeah, or like the Justice League Doom movie. You know, it's Hal Jordan in that. Like 99% of the time, Hal is the go-to Lantern in those. And like Noah says, we just haven't pushed anything with the Lanterns in a while. But when we
Which is why it's perfect time to start with the first Space Cop Green Lantern.
Well, we already got a movie. Yeah, I guess in hindsight he dodged a bullet, but there was a part of me wondering if Ryan Reynolds was going to show up as Hal in the Flash movie.
There's no way.
Yeah.
He hates that movie.
And clearly he made the right call, but I think that could have been fun.
I see, and yeah, like that would have been fun. I never thought he was miscast. Like, he's not the problem with that movie.
No, yeah.
I remember checking out Emerald Twilight from my library a lot because I thought the cover was cool.
Oh, right on.
That's the story where Kyle becomes a Green Lantern.
I am still baffled that in that long string of animated movies that may or may not be continuing, they're kind of in limbo right now. You know, even though we were making like 3 a year for over a decade. How did we never make Blackest Night one of those? Just saying.
No,
blows my mind.
That's part of what I'm saying is, sure, we've used Hal in the last few Green Lantern things. They weren't very good. We never do any good, like, proper Green Lantern adaptations. And the first one that we do, we have to make it a dual protagonist story because people know who Jon Stewart is.
I still don't think that's a bad pitch. That's what I wanted.
That would be like if your first Ant-Man movie was a Scott Lang movie instead of a now I'm blanking.
Hank Pym.
Hank Pym, thank you. Like, we all agree that skipping Scott Pym was a mistake.
Hank Pym.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, was a mistake.
Do we?
That's what I've always heard.
I think that movie's fine, but I always thought starting with Scott and having Hank as the older mentor was fine when he got Michael Douglas.
Okay.
I never had an issue with that for Ant-Man. I just wish it was an Edgar Wright movie. Noah's very confused in the light.
I'm not making my point clearly. Apparently, I just.
My problem with those was when the sequel was coming out. I thought, oh man, we're really gonna delve into his backstory and get into the darker stuff, and nope. That was a bummer.
No, to clarify, I know that's what they did. That was my point, is because we all agreed that it was weird to do that, especially with doing Ultron right after.
Yeah, the timing on that was weird, but that's a whole other can of worms. But I don't know. Most people like that movie was a hit. People like Paul Rudd Scott Lang.
It's fine. I'm not making my point very well.
What I like about the DCU is that we're starting with a lived-in universe where there are a bunch of characters that have been around, where we're not starting with every.
Yeah, and I hope you're a fan of all of them, because you may or may not get to see the version that you like, done the way you want.
That's true. yeah, I don't necessarily want to start with Damien as a Robin. We'll see how that turns out. I can't say if I like or dislike something until I see it. Tyler, back to my earlier point, said you can't do Blackest Night without doing Sinestro War first. I'm just talking about as an animated movie. Like, those are all loose adaptations. Like, they're not all...
Yeah, you could just do that, because you did Under the
fat.
You did Under the Red Hood
Yeah.
without...
Great
and
example.
you condensed everything you need from Death in the Family in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just talking as one of those animated movies. How did we not do Blackest Night? I feel like that would have sold really well. Instead, we got the Emerald Knights anthology movie, which I don't remember being very good.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Hal is in it, and he's the only human lantern in it, but I remember not caring much for it.
Oh. I do hope that this show leads to a movie, though, because I don't want every Green Lantern show to be stuck on Earth.
For sure. Yeah. Well, it really sucks that the failure of that movie has had such long-lasting
I'm a Green Lantern fan. Tell me about it.
effects. It's annoying. And now we might be in that place with The Flash, because we had a TV show that really went to shit and a movie that bombed spectacularly, and when will we get some Flash stuff in the DCU? Who knows? That's a bummer.
Don't worry, they'll do the Flash and they'll start with Bart Allen. Or, yeah. And to your credit, like, I'm having trouble explaining what I'm trying to say because Green Lantern is so different, I feel like, in terms of layout and structure than most other comic book characters. Just because it's not really a legacy, it's, a part of a core.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still gladly take this over what was originally going to be the HBO Max Lanterns show, where it was going to be Guy Gardner and Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz and Alan Scott.
Why? Okay, this is another frustration. Why is Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz all over the place? Because they were, there was something recent with them. And then they're also going to be Jessica Cruz is going to be the lead of that My Adventures with Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, she was popular for a bit.
But is she still popular enough to warrant that? To warrant her own show? Especially with the pitches like her in high school. That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I like My Adventures with Superman, so...
Yeah, I mean, I like that show well enough. I don't know. There's some of these characters that haven't been adapted well enough for me to say, well, let's start mixing it up.
I get that. Like I said, I'd be more on your side if you were skipping Hal entirely, and this was just a Jon Stewart show. But, like I said, they're dual protagonists. I just want him written and portrayed well, and to get cool stuff. Yeah, I'm with Noah. I'm excited for Clayface because I love Clayface. And, that's for me though is exciting where that has potential to do something.
Oh, for God's sakes! How am I? Sorry.
Just shoot him. But part of what I'm excited for with Clayface is to see DC potentially pull off what Sony failed spectacularly to do, which is just making a lower budget horror movie in this universe.
Why are
And
there
Sony
so many of them?
does them. Ooh.
Great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough information on Clayface to have any kind of opinion.
Well, it's got a Flanagan script. That's what got me hyped.
I mean, that is the most exciting part, but...
But we've rarely gotten to see like a real character study horror picture, you know, in a superhero comic book universe like this.
Yeah.
Or at least done well. So I think it's got a lot of potential. Like next year is gonna be the really telling year in what kind of legs this new DCU has. When you've got, especially when they're all projects not directed by James Gunn, you know. So you got Lantern, Supergirl, Clayface, like those all need to do well. And we'll see. We'll see if they pull it off.
We'll see. No, it's not that they didn't give it to him. It's just he's busy.
Yeah, that's
It's the one project he said no to.
Yeah, even though Exorcist 2 might fall through.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to fire him from that. He's not gonna turn that down when that's his passion project.
For sure.
That's why I've always been okay with him taking The Exorcist. Like, that's what he wants to do. Oh my god, just get out of my way!
This game looks tough.
Well, it doesn't help that I can't say a goddamn thing.
It's because it's spooky.
Oh, no, I need that. I need that.
But back to Tyler's earlier question, like what we're excited for. Unfortunately, the things I'm more excited for are things that are either on the back burner or not confirmed yet. Like, I really want a cool Swamp Thing movie. I really want a Teen Titans movie, and that's stuff we might not be getting for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get excited for those without at least a pitch.
But Teen Titans, like, that's something I've wanted as a movie, like, my whole life, though.
I mean, I did too, but I'm not gonna, like, say, oh, it's gonna be great until I hear a pitch.
Well, no, I'm not saying, oh, it's gonna be great. I'm saying I want it. Like,
yeah, I mean, I want it too. I've been a Teen Titans fan since the 03 show.
Me too.
I bought all of the Wolfman run, but I haven't gotten around to reading it yet.
Oh, Noah's abandoning us to watch Peacemaker.
Wow. Come in here, you argue with me, and you leave? I see how it is.
Also, we've been hearing Matt Reeves talk about the Batman 2. I'm glad that's...
Okay. I never
moving on that.
want to hear from a Batman filmmaker. Well, it's a villain that's never been done before in live action. I don't believe you.
To be fair, his exact quote was, "We're doing something that's never quite been done before." Just saying.
Well, I saw that, but I also saw another quote where he's like, yeah, the villain hasn't been done in, like, live action.
Okay, that one I haven't seen. The quote I saw, I feel like could be interpreted in a couple different ways.
Oh. on.
Oh.
There's too many of them.
There's just too many of them. But based on like his past comments with his approach to this universe, I don't think it's gonna be Mr. Freeze, and I don't even want that if it's gonna be like a stripped down, quote unquote, realistic version, because that seems like what he's really stuck on.
I'm gonna cry foul if this turns into the Dark Knight trilogy 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it. We're gonna also have the Reeves version, or the DCEU AU.
The DCU.
Yeah, version, whatever that may look like. But that doesn't mean I need the Nolan verse again.
Yeah, I think for me it just depends on the stories he tells and the villains he uses. I mean, I love the Penguin. So.
I mean, of course, like, if the movie's good, the movie's good, but I'm still gonna call him out on his shit before it comes out.
Yeah, but if he's true to his word that it's like villains that haven't been done before.
But I've been down this road before. Nolan straight up said Talia al Ghul is not in my movie. Guess who's in Dark Knight Return Rises?
That's a different situation though, and that was really. But that was in at the time. No, seriously, like that was just, fuck, man. We want to protect the secret. We want to. Like,
yes, because we don't lie about what's in movies now. We only did that back then.
No, but well, I'm just saying you had stuff like Star Trek Into Darkness with Khan, you know, and then I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. That is a different thing. It sucks. Like, I wish you didn't have to lie, but when people ask you something point blank, and if you just don't respond, well, then you're admitting it, then it's like, yeah, they're in the movie. Like, it's a no-win situation.
What is the point of giving me a stomp if it doesn't fucking do anything?
Yeah, it's just cool. I'm just saying this is different because at this point in time, Reeves has like no incentive to even say that. That's not even what the question was. So if he literally said, this is a villain that's never been done in a live action movie before, then currently I want to believe him. We'll see.
I don't know. I've been burned twice by that shit.
I haven't even been burned. Like, I don't care.
Oh, we promise Arkham Knight's a totally original character and not the Red Hood.
Yeah, well, but that sucked regardless. Like, I don't begrudge them or fault them for lying about that. I just care about the actual game where I didn't think the story was good.
I'm not begrudging them for lying. I'm saying I don't believe them anymore.
Yeah, and I never said otherwise. Like,
but that's what I said, and you're arguing with me.
Okay, but I get taking your word for it. What I'm saying is the quote I heard was just him saying, "Oh, we're doing something that hasn't been done before," and that could mean anything. You were saying you heard a quote that was a lot more specific. Of we are doing a villain that's never been done in a live action movie.
Oh.
So. I'm not gonna say I believe him or don't believe him. It's just, well, we'll see. I'll also be shocked if that movie only has one villain. I mean, the first movie had like 4 villains in it, so if it's a situation where there's like one villain that's
well, we know there'll at least be 2 because Penguin's in it.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's confirmed at this point. Catwoman isn't. Thank God.
Oh.
I don't need everyone from the first movie to come back. Their arc is done. It's finished. Leave it.
I don't disagree. I'm actually cool with her sitting this one out, but I would want her back by the 3rd one. If we get there.
We'll see.
with where Penguin left off, I'd cry foul if she never showed up again. If we never paid that off. But I don't need her in the Batman 2.
That, and we know what's her name isn't going to be in the Batman 2.
Right. Yeah, Sophia.
Yeah. If they do the Penguin season 2, you can resolve that there.
For sure. But, like, I could see the Batman 2 being a situation where you have, like, a main villain, and the Penguin will also be there in it. And I won't be surprised if it introduces a character like Harvey Dent, you know, who has been done before, but that's fine. Like, I'd like to see Two-Face done better.
I feel like it's got to be the Court at this point.
Yeah, and I don't know. I could see the core either being set up in 2 and then the big bad of 3, or they're just the big bad of 2. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
that? Sir? Oh, God. I just based on, like, all the information we have, I think it's gonna be the core or Hush.
I don't
Hush
want it to
kinda
be
what-
Hush. There's enough Hush in the Riddler.
I know. And it's this weird gray area where we've had, like, enough Easter eggs and references to make me think they're not doing Hush, like the reason you just said. But it's vague enough that they could still do Hush for real. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I wouldn't be thrilled with that choice.
I wouldn't be upset, but I also wouldn't be thrilled. Hush, I guess, would give them enough room to, like, fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt he could improve on that material. I also still cry foul that Hush didn't have a bigger presence in Arkham Knight. Like, they could have done something really cool with him there, and they chose not to.
Yeah, I mean, Dini was clearly setting something up, and they just didn't want to.
Yeah.
Why is this so...
I wonder how far into this game we are.
No idea.
Because this isn't, like, a huge AAA title, you know? Like, I don't know how long this is.
Yeah, I don't either. Need more inventory space. But that requires 2 cores. Of course it fucking does.
I could also see a situation where the Batman 2, let's say Hush is the main villain, and he's just a one-and-done villain for that. I could also see that movie both setting up stuff like the Court of Owls, and even Harvey Dent as Two-Face. Like, if he's scarred at the end of that movie, then that's all stuff you could pay off and focus on for the third one. Like, that could be cool in the long run, if Hush is just like a placeholder villain, basically. But if the story is good, then I could get one over on that.
Yeah.
I also, like, Two-Face is just somebody I want to see done better, and I think the way to do it is give us one movie with Harvey Dent, he's scarred by the end of it, and then he can just be Two-Face for the next one. That's probably what they should have done with Dark Knight, but it is what it is. So I think that's a situation.
Literally anything would have been better than Rises. I don't know why Nolan felt he had to rush through Two-Face like he did.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it works for that film, for that story, but whatever. Now, if we ever did Two-Face in the DCU, that's where I would guess he would just be Two-Face. We just... Since this is a more lived-in world.
Yeah.
And
What the fuck?
And to be clear, if that's how Matt Reeves approached it, I wouldn't cry foul either. It's just there's no setup for that in the first movie. Clearly, Harvey Dent's not been around, so it would be weird for him to just be Two-Face already. Because I know, like...
Oh my god, get off me!
Ow.
What?
Like there was even, I don't know if you remember, some casting rumors for Harvey Dent for the first movie, and I always wondered if those were legit or bullshit, like, or if, like, he was in a draft of that script at some point and cut out if he thought there were just too many
With
characters.
how long Halloween that movie is, it wouldn't shock me in the slightest if,
Yeah, right. I don't know, but and let's say Matt Reeves is lying. If the main villain is somebody like Scarecrow, I don't care, because that would be awesome. Like, I think that'd be a great choice.
No, I mean, Scarecrow also, I don't think, has had a justice out of a, like, perfect adaptation.
Yeah.
He's just a henchman in the Nolan movies.
Yeah. Like, Cillian Murphy was great casting, and I do really like him in Begins, but I would love to see a movie where Scarecrow is the main villain. And someone I think would fit the Matt Reeves universe aesthetically. It just, I would love, that would make me happy, but we'll see if he's lying or not and saying it's a villain that hasn't been done before. Hugo Strange would be cool. That's another villain I've seen suggested. I'd love Hugo Strange.
Best we can do is the 700th adaptation of the Joker.
Well, and Joker, I also assume that's something else he might be saving for the third one. Because I'm sure he wants to pay that off at some point.
That's the place to do it. Like,
but I also
give it
think
some time.
Yeah. I also think the third movie could have a bunch of villains running around, like Arkham style.
Oh, for God's sakes! Get off me!
I mean, we'll see where we go with Penguin in the second movie, but I could see the third movie being like an Arkham situation where there's just a bunch of villains running around that Batman has to deal with. Like, Joker could be the main one, but I'd see it as more of an ensemble thing. I don't see Matt Reeves making a movie where Joker's the villain and there's, like, no other villains in it.
A Matt Reeves Arkham adaptation would be peak.
I'd love that.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, if we don't do Court of Owls, like, that would be my dream Matt Reeves Batman project, is Batman trapped in Arkham Asylum and he got all these fucking villains running around for him to deal with. I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
The only other villain I thought of besides Hugo Strange for 2 could be Black Mask. That'd be cool. If we do, like, Penguin versus, do like a turf war thing with, like, Penguin versus Black Mask, I think that could be neat. And I wouldn't begrudge Matt Reeves for saying, oh, we haven't really done this before. because most people aren't going to count Black Mask from the Birds of Prey movie.
I mean,
It's a gray area, depending on the quote, because the quote you saw is when I did it.
yeah, I'd have to look at it again. No, I mean, Black Mask would be cool. It'd be nice to get a good one.
A good one, right? And Birds of Prey, it's not a Batman movie, you know.
It's barely a movie.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that movie.
I'm just saying, if what he said was, well, we're doing a villain that's not really been done in a live-action Batman movie before, like, I think Black Mask falls into that. If you're gonna get technical with it.
Matt Reeves says the Batman 2 villain has never really been done in a film before.
Can you send me the link to that?
While you're doing that, Robert, I checked the release date. That Night of the Living Dead 4K comes out next week.
Ooh, I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but it's awesome. Yeah, and here's my problem with this article. This is from the interview I saw, but like, this is taking quotes out of context, and I'm like, yeah, that's just not how I remember him putting it. Or, you know, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying this article has, like, a bunch of his quotes taken out of context and not just the entire thing. Which is
Okay, but, like, it's never been done in a live-action movie. What possible context could change that?
I need to listen to it again, but when I saw that interview, he wasn't... In that moment, he wasn't... He was teasing the antagonist, and then what I remember him saying was he was talking about the story and saying it's not really been done in a movie.
Fair enough.
But I need to listen.
Of course that fucking hit me.
Like I said, it annoys me when articles like that take quotes out of context and just instead of just listing the whole thing, what the person said.
No, of course. So I have a different thing to rant about. I sent you this earlier, but Voodoo, in anticipation of the new Witchboard movie, which I'm very excited to see, they have a new bundle. It's like, oh, cool. You know, it'd be the original and the remake, so you can watch both. It's the sequel to the original and the remake? Why?
So those must be from the same studio, and the original film probably isn't?
Yeah, I wonder.
That's my only guess.
But I do kind of want to watch the original.
Hayden is here to say that he hates you.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
he left a heart emoji.
well, he does hate you, Robert. Like, he tells me that all the time.
Well, that I already know.
So, Robert, have you watched any horror movies this week?
I watched Saw X.
Other than that?
No.
Wait.
Just catching up on Alien Earth.
So what you're saying is you are a fraud.
Sure. Well, we got plenty to watch in October.
True.
So let's talk about this. You have like your fall movie challenge or whatever. Have you started that? Or
So
is that October?
I was actually gonna use that to segue. So I have started Hooptober, which is one of the challenges. I'm not gonna start the other one until October 1st because I think that's the rules. Hooptober starts on the 15th just to give people plenty of time. And I have watched a couple of movies that were pretty good. One of them I've already told you about. But real quick, Hayden says we need to show Robert Deathgasm. We do. You should have been there though because Hayden was like falling asleep halfway through. But no, that movie's great.
He got the Noah.
I know.
Uh,
So I watched.
Want me to read this real quick?
Yeah.
Finally, I was able to reach
Oh.
Gabriel. I had proved to the workers in his closest circle that I'm in fact a journalist and not a snitch or someone from the security service. It took me more than 2 hours to convince them. No wonder. To them, Brian is someone more than just a shift supervisor. They treat him as their leader, someone who represents their needs and makes their voices heard. I admit that his charisma is downright intimidating. It makes you want to listen. Apparently, the authorities allowed him to leave the quarantine on several occasions, but he refused every single time. He preferred to stay with his own. Brave? Maybe. But if he had taken up the offer, he probably would have had an unfortunate accident on the way home. Oh no.
I just sent you a photo, Robert. Apparently, the Superman Steelbook glows in the dark.
What? Ah,
Look at
I
that.
want it.
I hope my order doesn't get canceled. That's so cool.
I was gonna ask if yours is confirmed yet or not.
It just says order fulfillment in progress.
Oh boy.
Um,
Yeah, Hayden's really raving about Deathgasm in the live chat.
I mean, Hayden, you're welcome to pop in. Yeah, no, it's really good. I might end up putting it on my picks for the Made Me Watch.
Ooh, nice.
Um,
Hayden says it was 1 a.m. there. That's no excuse.
yeah,
1 a.m. is like nothing.
yeah. Robert and I have stayed up much later doing bullshit.
Something's wrong.
Okay, so I have watched 3 movies so far. The first one I've told you about was I've Been Waiting for You, which you should watch because I'd be interested to see what you think. It was nostalgic in a way of like it's structured like an old Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, but longer. The first half's not great, but it's called I've Been Waiting for You. And the lead is Reed from Scrubs, if you've ever seen Scrubs.
Not? That's interesting.
However, I told you this in the DM. One of the main bullies is Juliet from Psych.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about this. Yeah.
And it's based on a book from the person that wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Interesting.
It's a little more supernatural in concept. Basically, these teens suspect our protagonist of being a reincarnation of a local witch, and then people start dying. And it gets to the point, slight spoilers for a 30-year-old made-for-TV movie, they try to burn her at the stake. Yeah, it's one of those. The first half is honestly kind of boring. It's like teen drama, high school romance shit, but it's like just there to set the stuff up. But the second half is an enjoyable, like, made-for-TV whodunit, except it has that later Saw problem where there's clearly one person that it has to be. But yeah, it was fun, and it was cool because the version that I watched was a looked like a TV rip because it even had the commercials from that broadcast. I had a
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Is that where you watched
yes.
it? Okay.
I got a promo for a brand new episode of Friends, and it was the one where Phoebe has triplets. It was amazing.
Oh, wild. Attention, all operations officers. Due to the increasing tensions between our forces and the workers, you are ordered to comply with the following demands of the workers. Permit citizen access underneath the main furnace to search for his missing team members. Permit an additional 2 volunteers to accompany his search efforts. Increase the monitoring of aforementioned citizen. Do not let him out of your sight. Note, we can't afford to have an uprising here, so we're forced to comply. We are on their side. We want their good. Intelligence officer, Masizalach. I'm just trying to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah, of course.
I take accents and names very seriously. So you're talking about the movie?
Yeah.
The Friends promo?
And then so it's the Phoebe pregnancy bit, and then it's like the storyline coming up will have repercussions for multiple episodes. You don't want to miss it, and it's the Ross and Emily stuff. I was like, oh,
Beautiful.
I know, it's so good. Oh, we need to go back. But then I watched a movie the other day called Monkey Shines. Which for the longest time I thought when the monkey was coming out it was like a weird remake. Because they have extremely similar posters. Do you know anything about Monkey Shines?
I do not.
So it is written and directed by George Romero.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah. And let me send you the poster real quick, because it's actually kind of insane how...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, like,
Okay.
it's kind of crazy.
That's what's funny is, like, that's the monkey they were supposed to use for the monkey movie, but they didn't have the rights to that toy, so that's why it has a drum.
Yeah.
And not the crash cymbals.
But it is about a young athlete who is in a car accident that turns him paraplegic.
Ah.
And he...
It's a sequel to Remember the Titans.
Yeah. Well, it's the prequel. Because it came out first.
Oh, okay.
He, through a series of events, gets a service animal that happens to be a monkey.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that has been trained, like, experimented on with this new serum that's supposed to make them smarter, like the Planet of the Apes reboot.
None of this sounds good.
The monkey and him somehow form, like, an empathetic bond. Like, it starts turning him, like, rude and, like, feral almost. And then people start dying, and you realize the monkey's been killing people.
As expected.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Oh, come on.
There is so little Romero I've seen outside of his zombie movies and Creepshow. That's
No,
like a big blind spot for me.
I have the same thing. But it's pretty solid. Obviously, it's no, Dawn of the Dead, but I had a good time. At some point, I'll pick up, oh shit! Scream Factory has done a 4K of it.
Oh, right. Right on.
Yeah. But it's funny, so I know the lead actor as a somewhat corrupt police, sergeant on that Chicago PD.
Oh, okay.
And then Deathgasm, which I told you about already.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, so it's funny. I found out that guy's in another movie that I kind of want to watch, and the title escapes me now. But I knew it was him and another actor from RPM who he married in real life for a while. And then I found out it's them plus the Blue Ranger. So it's like an RPM reunion, and now I kind of need to watch it.
As you must.
Yeah.
I mean, you made a solemn vow to watch every project that every Power Rangers actor has ever been in outside of Power Rangers.
Of course. I also found out that Lost Galaxy Yellow is in Cabin Fever. I've seen that movie like 10 times, and I never recognized her.
Interesting.
Holy
I'm starting
shit.
to think this place might not be salvageable.
I think we have to take off and nuke it from orbit.
Oh. And, well, if the game is giving you a bunch of free shit right now, I'm guessing a boss battle's probably coming up.
That is...
I know how these things work.
What? Okay, am I crazy? She's just eating these bullets?
Like the gingerbread man.
What the fuck is happening?
Try talking to it.
No. But you're gonna do the Hooptober with me?
Sure.
Hey, you gotta start working on your list.
I'll catch up.
Live.
Well, okay. Ultimatum. Would you rather me do Hooptober or get back to watching some Buffy?
Buffy. Not that you're gonna do either, but.
Oh. Have I read this one yet? Attention, all operations officers. Due to the increasing tensions between our forces and the workers, you are ordered to comply with the following demands of the workers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read this.
Okay. No. Yeah, you'll be doing Buffy because I'm putting my foot down. That's the next show we're doing.
Well,
Robert.
I don't necessarily want to do it as commentaries.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need to do commentaries on every episode. There are certain episodes I want to, but...
Okay. Well, like Once More with Feelings, a big one. I'm sure
One
we'll do that as
so
commentary at some point.
the big ones are Once More with Feeling. I can't remember the episode names, but it's the mid-season finale of season 2. We should probably do the pilot. Or did we do a commentary on that, or was that a review? I don't remember.
I don't remember now.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of TV commentaries, I need a break after Stranger Things.
Well, no, I'm not saying it'd be the very
Looking to get
next
that done.
thing.
Yeah. Ash vs. Evil Dead season 3 would be a fun, easy
Robert.
one in the near future.
Why don't you want to
Just
watch
saying.
my favorite show?
I'll get to it.
You said that a year ago.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, in dog years, that's hardly anything.
Oh, shut up. I hate you. But speaking of, we're, of course, if anybody is not aware, doing the last 3 episodes of Stranger Things.
2.
Oh, 2, sorry. And then, because I hate Robert, I'm going to make him watch the pilot of Wednesday.
Looking forward to it. That is probably going to fly by after
Yeah.
4 hours of Stranger Things. That'll be fun.
No, I'm excited. I think you'll like Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's not a great Addams Family show, but it's a fun, just like throwback to like Harry Potter style young adult.
Also, there's enough Addams Family variety out there that I think they can do something different. I don't think that's a big deal. We've talked about covering the 90s movies
I'd love
on the
that. I
channel.
love those
think that'd be
movies.
fun.
Is there a key in here somewhere?
Also, Addams Family, I think it's safe to say, has had the better long-term media representation than the Munsters.
Yes.
I think we can safely say.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because I think those are around the same time, right? The originals.
Yes, both of those shows are around the same time.
Because really, all the Munsters is missing is just that like '90s adaptation.
Yeah. Instead, it got some like shitty TV movies in the.
Oh,
70s
Addams
and
Family
80s,
got
I
that
think.
too. I don't know if you know about this, but
Right.
there is a 3rd Addams Family movie.
Oh.
But that actor that plays Gomez, the dad,
Raul Julia?
yeah,
Or,
it's after he passed away,
Oh.
and that the woman that plays Morticia was like, I don't want to do it without him. So they just went to directed TV.
Did Christina Ricci come back, or is it entirely? Different cast.
Uno momento. And I think that's the big thing that helps Wednesday is just for modern day, Jenna Ortega is just the correct choice.
Yeah, that show, talk about coming out at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Okay, it is the Addams Family reunion.
Oh.
No one came back. Oh. Tim Curry is Gomez.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not bad casting.
I didn't realize. I just assumed it was bad. I mean, it's
Well,
probably
that's
not
something.
very good, but
It's still probably not good, but
yeah, like I think the problem is, look at this. This is clearly like cashing in on those 90s movies, but it just looks like the Timu version of all of them.
yeah, it's the weird discount version. Tim Curry is the only one who looks like correct.
Yeah, and I will say that is one thing I have with the new show. I don't love their Gomez, but it's fine.
Yeah, we also just had those Addams Family animated movies. I don't know
Which
if
I
they're any
didn't
good or
watch
not,
because they look bad. I don't know how the script is, but that animation is atrocious.
Yeah, it looked kind of cheap.
I think there was somebody that had like a big celebrity voice cast too, didn't it?
Oh yeah, I think Chloe Moretz voiced Wednesday in those.
Weird.
Yeah, and Oscar Isaac voiced Gomez, I think.
And see, I don't think he's a bad choice.
No, yeah.
But I don't consider somebody being in the show spoilers. I will say, Christopher Lloyd is in season 2, which was nice.
Yeah, I heard that. It's awesome.
They do try to get at least one cast member of those '90s movies per season.
That's really cool.
So you'll see it when we watch that pilot. But Christina Ricci's in the first season.
Yeah, that's really cool that they put her in it. For a lot of people, it's going to be the definitive Wednesday, but
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with those '90s movies. Somehow they just became very definitive.
Mhm.
Oh. Well, and I think part of the reason I'm forgiving with Wednesday is because it's not even advertising itself as a Adams Family thing. It is a Wednesday show.
yeah, and it makes sense. She's like the most popular, marketable character.
Yeah.
And like you said, Jetta, when you have casting as perfect as Jetta Ortega,
Yeah. No, she
it
just
makes
is
sense.
the correct choice. And she must like working with Burton because he brought her in for that Beetlejuice sequel.
That's true.
Well, he brought a few of them because like the writers from Smallville that work on that show did Beetlejuice too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say that's why that movie sucked, but
Do you think that show could get Barry Sonnenfeld to direct some episodes? I don't know if he's retired, but he did the '90s Addams Family movies.
maybe. I think it all depends on if he's willing to do it. What the fuck?
Oh God, he did that 9 Lives movie with Kevin Spacey. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
That was like 10 years ago. And before that, he did Men in Black 3, which I thought was okay.
It is the second best Men in Black movie.
That is true.
Which isn't much of an accomplishment, but Men in Black 2 sucks.
Yes.
And I didn't bother with the Chris Hemsworth reboot.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Oh, come
He also did that RV movie with Robin Williams. I'm scared to go back to that.
Yup.
I think I liked it when I was a kid, but I haven't seen it in almost 20 years.
I think I watched that once for Robin Williams.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, like with Darabont coming in to direct some Stranger Things episodes.
Are you kidding me?
It would be kind of cool if Burton was able to talk Barry Sonnenfeld, like, hey, do you want to direct a couple episodes of Wednesday? Like, you did those Addams Family movies. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I think the only thing with that is that's not like Stranger Things where it's a full on rotating. I think they have 2 or 3 directors that just all go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong.
Well, Stranger Things has a mix of that. I think Sean Levy does like 1 or 2 episodes per season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, besides the Duffers, obviously.
Yeah.
So they do kind of a mix of both. Oh, okay, so this should totally happen. I did not know this. Barry Sonnenfeld directed the Netflix series of unfortunate events episodes.
Oh, okay.
I did not, which a show I really need to watch.
I started it and then I just never went back to it. I've heard it's good.
I've heard it's a quality adaptation of those books. I thought the cast looked good. I really should watch it before Netflix deletes it forever. Because I'm sure that'll happen at some point.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a finished show that's not bringing in new viewers.
Yeah.
And it ended in 2019.
No, I remember being excited that I never finished the books, but I was a fan of them back when they were coming out.
Yeah, me too. And for what it was, I did like the movie.
See, I didn't. I think
it's not.
I mean, I haven't seen it in 20 years, but I just remember making some really baffling choices.
It's not the ideal way to adapt that material, but I thought the production was cool. I was a big Jim Carrey fan as a kid.
I like Jim Carrey, but that is more on the annoying side of Jim Carrey.
He goes too far with it.
Yeah. It's not, like, the movie isn't built around his shenanigans. It just has to kind of stop so he can do his thing.
Yes, that happens several times.
It's really annoying.
But when the Netflix one was coming out, it was like, oh, cool, this will be like a more proper adaptation where they can do the whole run, and then I just never watched it for some reason.
I had the same thing. I watched the pilot. I was like, this is really good. And then I just, for whatever reason, never went back to finish it. Well, come on! Oh my god, I hate... What the fuck am I supposed... I hate this fucking game. It's been a fucking hour and we haven't made any progress because it sent me all the way fucking back here.
Do you think there are any, like, save points you might have missed?
I was stupid and I should have saved when I came back up here, but I didn't because I'm a fucking idiot.
It happens.
Okay, no, seriously, I do like this game, but there are some choices where I'm like, why?
And you think it's, like, unfairly... or imbalanced, you don't think it's just difficult? It's like, there seems to be some wonky stuff going on.
It wants to be both survival horror and action, so, like, it's forcing combat encounters, because there's nowhere to just... You can't just run to the next checkpoint, but A, ammo is scarce, and B, sometimes it feels like my guns are pea shooters.
You gotcha.
Like, if I go over here and look at my gun, I'm at the second upgrade. It's at a 90 firepower. I'm not asking it to one-shot anything, but it feels useless. But then on the flip side, my shotgun can only do 2 shells. I don't think I've missed anything. I mean, it's possible. I'm doing this kind of blind.
You mean that both figuratively and literally?
Yeah. See what I mean? Oh my god.
Yeah, well, you can tell when the bullets, like, actually hit it or not, but it feels inconsistent. Sometimes it seems kind of arbitrary when you miss.
Well, some of it is I need that health.
For this fucking yak.
What?
Oh, hello.
That
What's
has
your name?
never happened before. What? Oh, great. I'm also not a big fan of the no auto reload. I mean, at least personally, in the heat of battle, I'm not looking at my ammo counter.
Yeah, that makes sense. But back to some Peacemaker speculation, since obviously we have not watched the episode that just dropped. And this doesn't really pertain to the actual season, so don't worry about spoilers, but with what we know about Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and other stuff, how literal do you think James Gunn is when he says, oh, like, the events of Peacemaker will lead into that stuff?
I could see it going either way, because I don't think James Gunn is going to make something like Peacemaker mandatory to watch.
Right.
But I could see him wanting to reward people that did watch it.
Yeah, because Gunn has said that Man of Tomorrow will be Superman and Lex teaming up against a much bigger threat. I really hope that's Brainiac.
Why won't you die?
No.
Swear to God! The problem. So okay, so here's the problem. We are 4 episodes, and this is my problem with Peacemaker. We are 4 episodes in to this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where anything's going because nothing has progressed. The only thing that we've established is that this other world Harcourt likes him, and the other Peacemaker treats him like shit. I don't know. Is the alternate his dad the villain? What's going on with that? Is this where is Flag gonna get detained for misusing his power or abusing his power? I don't know, because we're not progressing the narrative.
I wouldn't completely agree with that. I think we've done a lot to show where Harcourt is. Minor spoilers, but now we have
that's progressing
Flag
character, which is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but this whole season has been character at the expense of narrative when it should be both. So I have no idea where this season's going because we're still in the same status quo that we started the season in.
I wouldn't agree with that.
I'm
but
shocked.
I agree that it's slow moving. The last episode in particular, and also the last episode was short. That's the thing. So yeah, not a whole lot happened in it.
Yeah, so I don't have any speculation because nothing's happened.
I don't know. I'm curious what's gonna go down in tonight's episode.
I am too, because I need something to happen.
I mean, we saw Eagly fuck up a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
Tim
why
Meadows
is
is
Eagly
great.
like the one character that's had a narrative this season?
I don't know. John Economos, I think, is one of the standouts.
I mean, he's good, but it's like I said, it's all character. He hasn't done anything in the narrative.
Yeah, he did. He saved Eagly. He's helping Chris out.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing he's been doing since the first episode. I would think halfway through the season something would have happened.
Okay, well, but now they're pursuing Peacemaker more aggressively. Like, there has been a progression.
Barely. They're already talking about arresting him in the first episode, and then it takes them 3 episodes to do anything. Like both 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, if it had been structured like the old first season, would have been like 2 episodes. That's how much narrative happened in those episodes.
I don't mind a slower burn. And like I said, so far episode 3 is the standout for me, because that's where we really spent time in the other world, and I hope we get back there soon.
I don't know.
See where that's going.
I don't mind a slow burn, but if you're gonna, I don't know. Maybe I'm just impatient, but if you're gonna do that, then just drop the whole fucking thing. At some point you're wasting my time. Oh my god.
But anyway, I just wonder if it's like Brainiac or whatever in Man of Tomorrow. I wonder if that's going to be set up in the show. If this will end on some type of cliffhanger.
Yeah, I don't know. I need narrative before I can say.
I think you'll get that in this episode.
I mean,
But we'll see.
I'm not like discounting that I will. I just, with the information I have now, not enough has happened. And I'm not alone in this, by the way. Go read the Peacemaker subreddit. It's hilarious.
Oh god, I do not care for subreddits.
I
so
like
that
some
shit.
of them. I like the more generalized ones. I think when you get into a subreddit that's like for a specific thing is when it becomes ass.
Yeah. But no, the first 3 episodes I think are really strong. Honestly, no complaints. Episode 4 is the only one where I've been like, yeah, not much happened, and it was really short. But again, there's still important character stuff.
It'd be nice if we could get some like superhero costuming stuff in our superhero show, but
Again, episode 3 had a really awesome action sequence with him doing Peacemaker shit.
or if Vigilante had anything to do.
Yeah. Nah, he's had his moments. It's still really funny. I have to see the whole season before
I mean,
I know where to fall on some of this.
I'm still enjoying the show, but I can criticize not using your runtime effectively.
Yeah, I don't know, but like visually, like he's a supporting character. Like the show isn't about
Who
him.
hasn't had anything to do? Like, comparing to last season, he had a lot of stuff to do. This
But
season, he's made jokes about animals and carried beer up a fire escape.
Yeah, that's helpful. he also washed Economos' pants. And that was sweet. He also got Chris Adore.
I forgot
yes,
I'm talking to Robert. I like everything.
Peacemaker. Oh, sure. All I said was I need to see the full season before I know where I land on some choices.
And I agreed with you, but I think it's a valid complaint to say that Vigilante hasn't had anything to do this season.
And for me personally, that just hasn't bothered me yet. Because even in season 1, it's not until... Like, he doesn't have a whole lot to do for the first few episodes. Like, he's a side character. He gets some stuff to do in the middle, and then by the end of 1, like, he's just kind of there.
He had more screen time in season 1, though.
Maybe?
No, he definitely did. He gets, like, a minute every other episode in this season.
Not every other episode. Yeah, and Hayden, we haven't seen the new episodes, so don't... I don't know what people are saying about the new one. We have not watched it yet. And Hayden's not loving it. He says he thinks this will be Gunn's second weakest project for him. I mean, that's fair. For me, it's just too early to say that, because we've only seen half of it.
Yeah, Hayden says Vigilante is basically the third or fourth lead of season 1. Yeah. No, he's very important to that season. He feels like an afterthought in this season.
I agree that he's probably had less screen time, but in season 1, it's like that's... clearly, the show is more about Adebayo and Harcourt. And
what?
Yes, 100%.
One of the driving forces of that show is his and Peacemaker's friendship.
Their friendship is a factor. It is not as important or as much of a focus as the relationship between Chris and Adebayo. And I feel very strongly about that. The thing with Peacemaker and Vigilante's relationship is it kind of deteriorates. Like he likes him less by the end of that season. But clearly, and Hayden says Vigilante's above Harcourt. I disagree. Harcourt, I think, is much more of the focus in season 1.
Absolutely not.
Weird obsession. I disagree. You are not going to change my mind on this. Chris's interest in her, his pursuit of her, like, has always been more at the forefront than his friendship with Vigilante.
No.
Saying it like it is. Yes.
He has more screen time with Vigilante in that first season.
Maybe.
And one of the driving forces of that season is their fucked up friendship, and that Vigilante will do the thing. It doesn't understand how he's changing.
Yeah, like, it's a factor. I'm not saying it's not important.
The hardcore stuff is there, but it gets like 1 to 2 scenes every few episodes.
To rewatch season 1. No.
I just rewatched it. It isn't a factor. It is not as important as the Vigilante dynamic.
I so disagree. That's so funny. Again, look, I agree that Vigilante is like the 4th or 5th main character of that show.
Yeah, and now he's an afterthought.
He's the side character.
Yeah, a side character that has less screen time than a CGI eagle.
Eagly's great. But so much of season 1, but Adebayo especially, most of the focus is like their growing friendship, and then her betrayal, and then that finale. Most of the focus is on rekindling that friendship. That is way more of the focus than his friendship with Vigilante.
Yeah, and she's had fuck all to do this season too.
She's had a decent amount of screen time. Again,
but what has she done?
She had a really important conversation with him in the last episode about how the grass is always greener. Like, what? Oh, okay. Oh my God, John, you are not in a good mood right now.
Well, because I'm saying these are narrative things that they are no longer doing, and your response is a conversation. She's not had anything to do. Most of the original cast right now feel like side afterthoughts.
I think that's exaggerating. Like, she just saved him. Like,
Yeah, it only took 4 episodes to give her something to do.
I think she's had some decent screen time, and yes, there are a lot of characters. And Hayden's not happy with how season 2 is using Vigilante. For me, it's not a problem.
It's almost like he was one of the most important characters and a breakout of that season, and now he's an afterthought.
I need to see the rest of the season first. I've seen half of it.
Just giving him stuff to do in the back half isn't going to make up for the 4 episodes that I've had to watch with him having nothing to do.
We've had new characters to introduce and focus on. The stuff with Rick Flag Sr. is more important.
That stuff could have been condensed down to 1 episode.
Nah, I disagree. I like him. Apologies for people who haven't caught up with Peacemaker. That's not where I wanted this conversation
It's
to go.
been 4 weeks. And people have had time to catch up. I mean, it's not like we gave specifics about plot details that happened, because there's barely been any.
I like the character work. I'm having a good
Okay,
time.
but just character work isn't enough to carry a TV show. You need a plot.
I think the show Friends would disagree with you.
Friends had storylines and plots.
That's true. I watch shows for characters generally. That's where the story is.
Yeah, he hasn't even been in the suit yet.
Yeah. And Hayden, like I said, we haven't seen episode 5 yet, so I don't want to get into it. Speaking of someone who I think has seen episode 5, Noah.
Oh. Guys, I cannot believe the part where Tim Meadows became Green Lantern.
Oh my God. Called it.
Yeah, like he's Jon Stewart.
Hey, Hayden makes a point. You are using a sitcom.
I'm joking, obviously. But Noah, John's really hung up on plot, and I care more about characters.
Hey, Noah, would you agree that Vigilante was a pretty big part of season 1?
I never said he wasn't.
Yeah, okay. All right. This is a very specific situation for me to be in, because you two have not seen the most recent episode, and I'm coming into the middle of this conversation.
Yep.
Informed by only the episodes you guys have seen, so I don't know how.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how to navigate this.
One thing John said that I wholeheartedly disagreed with was that Vigilante was more important in season 1 than Hardcore or Adebayo. That story is way more about Hardcore and Adebayo, at least season 1.
His and Vigilante's relationship is one of the driving forces of that season.
Like, it's a factor, but...
I mean, it's more so his relationship with the whole team.
Yeah.
But
specifically.
But remember, John, at the end of that season, he says to Adebayo, don't tell Vigilante this, but after Eagle, you're my best friend.
Right.
Like, that is the stronger relationship.
1000%.
Hayden says, no, I put him above Hardcore, but Adebayo is above him. And I would agree with that.
I don't agree.
Okay, so Noah, the original source of conflict here is just I'm saying Vigilante feels like an afterthought this season. Because he only has like 1 scene per episode and nothing of substance happens.
Yeah, so...
Which I didn't disagree with.
I don't disagree with that. I think we get a lot more of him in the previous season, but I think he's used well enough for what screen time he does have so far.
That's where I'm at.
Also, with that, I'm not gonna spoil the newest episode, but it looks like he's gonna get back in the suit soon. So
Oh, good. It only took the
we could
majority
get-
of the season.
Yeah, so we could get more of that.
Hey, Noah,
probably
do you
gonna get
remember?
more.
Do you remember
Like, I
when
knew he was
superhero
gonna
stuff had superheroes that wore their costumes and did things?
Well,
Sean
Gunn
with
is-
the Smallville.
Gunn has talked a lot about how this is. I think in the there's like a behind the scenes thing to this episode where he says season 1 was about Peacemaker and this is about Christopher Smith, so it's more just about like the character.
And I've liked all the character stuff this season.
I'm also
I'm
really
enjoying it.
invested in the central conflict with him. Like I want to see the rest of his arc like play out.
Me too.
Anyway, you guys, we should start talking about this because I don't want to. I don't. There's things that I can't say.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it as soon as we in here. My whole point was I don't feel like this season has done enough in the 4 episodes.
Okay.
Because I am fine. I like character stuff, but I'm also watching a story. I want the story to progress. Episodes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 could have been combined into one episode. And
God, I don't agree with that at all.
No.
or no, sorry.
That's way
okay,
too much.
Hold on.
Okay. Finish.
I'm saying I worded that wrong. Just to avoid confusion. I'm saying 1 and 2 could have been one episode, and 3 and 4 could have been one episode. Not all 4 could have been one episode.
Okay.
For as much as we have progressed the plot, you could have made each of those. You could have just
Alright.
made 2 longer episodes.
We will talk about this later.
Noah just came in to say, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
yeah. Well,
Wait,
also for context, John's been really frustrated with this game tonight, so he's more on edge than his usual
Okay.
stuff.
oh,
He's very easily angered tonight.
I just what I will say though about that is I don't know. I think there's still a story being told. It's just informed by characters' decisions, and I don't know. Like I really like Peacemaker, and I that first season really like won me over and made me sympathize with him. So I'm
yeah, I love that first season. I feel like this is a major step down from that.
I don't have that.
I don't think it's a major step down.
No, well, and no, just my opinion. The first 3 episodes, I have like little to no issues with. I think the pacing is good. I think the character stuff is good. The action's good. Love the first 3. Episode 4 was the first one where I felt like, okay, barely anything happened, and that was really short. That's the only episode I had this with, so I still thought it was fun.
I've had very minor issues with the season overall. I was talking with Hayden and Austin a bit about the new episode. And it's just hard for me to like fully say like what my opinion on the full season is before all the episodes drop. But
That's what I said.
on
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Noah, because you weren't here, I did specify. I am just commenting on the 4 episodes that I have seen.
yeah.
If it's good at the back half, I will be happy to say it turned itself around. It was peak. But I think it's
Because-
fair to say
because
the experience that I have had with the 4 episodes is still a problem. Especially if you're going to make me wait week to week. Like, more needs to be happening.
Yeah, and I think that there is a lot happening.
Me too. I certainly have that with the first 3. And again, I don't want to get us stuck on this. I just disagree. I get that Hayden loves Vigilante. I just disagree that Vigilante is as important as Hardcore is in season 1.
He
I
absolutely
just don't
is.
see it. I don't see it.
it's kind of a one-sided relationship in a way. Like I think that Peacemaker does like Vigilante, but Vigilante's way more obsessed with Peacemaker.
Yes. And he doesn't. He has like the least amount of growth of any of that team.
He does not change at all in that
Yeah.
first season.
Which is by design because he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
But he's also like a very important influence on Peacemaker's life, and like the compared contrast.
I'm
Like,
not saying he's not.
You know, if you watch this season compared to last season, something is missing because because Vigilante has had nothing to do, and it's a detriment to the show. Like, why does a CGI eagle have more to do than one of your main characters?
But Chris loves Eagly more than he loves Vigilante.
But
And that
Eagly's
is
storyline
one.
doesn't have anything to do with Vigilante or with Peacemaker. He's
Yeah.
off on his own thing.
I-
Anyway, watch the episode and form your own opinion. I'll just say right now, John, if you haven't been liking this season as much as the first season, I don't think the newest episode is gonna win you over.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see. I'm just trying to temper your expectations.
I'm trying to keep them in check. It's just this is another filler episode. I'm gonna throw something. Oh, good.
Well, okay. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
But again, like the last episode, I think is, in my opinion, the closest we've gotten to filler. There's still some important stuff that happened. Like there is some character progression. It's not completely filler. It's just really short. I'm curious what they're doing.
Oh my God! Get off me.
Get off me.
Hayden, I'm not saying that It doesn't have to be one or another. I'm not saying Eagly isn't important. I'm saying it's annoying that that Eagly has more to do than Vigilante, considering Vigilante is a main character.
So is Eagly. Always has been.
I do see what John's saying, though.
Yeah.
Well, no, nothing's wrong with the season. It's fine.
I never said that. I love it when you lie. It's so much fun.
Okay, so, surely you guys have not been talking about Peacemaker for an hour. Is there anything I missed when I was gone?
Well, we talked about Alien Earth briefly, but John hasn't caught up on it.
Oh.
Yeah, I can only take one weekly show at a time. No.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just talking about, I started that Hooptober challenge. I watched Monkey Shines and this like made for TV movie. It was funny. I found it on YouTube and it looked like it was like a TV rip.
Oh yeah.
Because it had the commercials from like the original broadcast embedded into the video. And so like one of them was like a promo for a brand new episode of Friends. It was amazing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Which movie is this, by the way? Is this the Monkey Shines?
No, Monkey Shines is a theatrical. That's a Romero flick.
Yeah, I was like, I
this-
didn't know Romero made a TV movie, but
I mean, Hayden, I was clearly joking. It's called I've Been Waiting for You. Have you ever watched Scrubs? I don't remember.
oh yes, yeah, you sent me the link to this. I've seen like the first season and a half of Scrubs a long time ago, but yeah, that the female lead in that is.
God damn it.
Her.
Yeah, and then this is so fucking difficult. And then like the main bully is a lead in Psych.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fine for like a TV movie in the 90s. Like,
which Is it one of the two leads from Psych? I've seen a
it
little bit of
is.
Psych, but
It's the cop lady. What? I'm suddenly blanking. Julia, Robert.
Yes.
okay, cool, nice.
No, she's the high school Stephen King bully, who tries to burn the protagonist at the stake for being a witch. It's peak.
As you do.
Yeah. Noah, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. Did I watch anything this week?
I love the idea that you don't even remember what you watched. It's like, maybe.
Are you caught up on Alien Earth?
I am caught up on Alien Earth, yeah. I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, that's a show that I've been like liking more and more every week, but this most recent episode kind of, I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm not really a fan of how things end there, but
Oh no.
Interesting.
not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm curious how the finale is gonna play out.
Okay, yeah, you've
So
been
I'll
keeping
say-
up with it.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
Okay, cool. I
Oh
really.
my god, why is everyone showing up all of a sudden?
Oh shit.
Because we're...
Oh my god, Austin, I already spoiled Peacemaker for them, so
Oh, okay, so they already know about the giant dildo scene.
they already know
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Tim Meadows' gigantic Green Lantern ring.
No,
Yeah.
you're forgetting. He had the small one.
Oh, that's right. It was
Yeah. You already
Sacha
forgot.
Bordeaux had the big one.
Does Noah have
Yeah,
sinus
exactly.
blindness?
I do.
He does have dick blindness.
Oh.
They all look the same.
Yeah.
What's up, Austin?
It's okay.
Not much. Just vibing.
We vibe.
We do a vibe.
Hey, just killing time before is the request tonight.
Yeah.
I look forward to watching that, but as soon as I finish this, I'll make sure the Peacemaker. See what's going on with that.
John's gonna hate the show now. He
Yeah,
hates
sit
it.
on it.
That's
He
right.
hates
It's
everything.
the worst show ever made.
John's gonna go kill an old woman after he sees that.
Beat an old lady with a stick.
Exactly. With a can of cranberry juice.
And Hayden said earlier in the chat that Scrubs is peak. I do like that show a lot.
It's pretty good from what I remember.
I've never
I watched
seen
a bit of it. I watched a bit of it back in high school, and I fell off it because it kind of started to focus too much on the drama, and I wasn't invested in any of the drama.
In the drama.
You should
The
watch
drama.
You should watch the final season, which has like almost nothing to do with the rest of the
Isn't
show.
that also getting a revival show?
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
is it?
Isn't everything?
That
That's
wouldn't
true.
shock me. Yeah, I don't know. That show's weird because season 8 is like a perfect ending. And that's the way they wanted to end it from memory. But it was so popular
Yeah.
that NBC made them do a 9th season, which feels like a spin-off.
I was gonna say that one doesn't have Zach Braff in it, right?
He's in it, but he's playing like the mentor role, so he's not in it as much.
Okay.
And it's about a bunch of new characters that are new at the hospital. So it
It's
really
like
just
when they
feels
start
like a
introducing.
spin-off.
They could have just kept it going like Grey's Anatomy, where it, like, you know, by now they're on season like 40 and Zach Braff is the only one that's stuck around.
It's kind of like in the later seasons of The Office when they introduce like a new, basically like a Jim replacement. They like
Yes.
try to redo the Jim and Pam stuff again.
But it's
Well,
also
'cause-
funny because there's some of the characters that didn't leave.
Yeah,
Well, it's
but they have
weird
nothing else to do, so
because like the
Yeah,
setup.
That's true.
The setup is
haven't
very,
seen that
like,
far.
spin-offy, where the main cast that you watched have now become like full-fledged like doctors, and they're not residents anymore.
Rubs anymore.
And your new main characters are the new residents under the tutelage of the original main characters who take like a major step back, which I think feels like a spin-off, not season 9.
Could be worse. It could be that 70s show where the main character is the one that leaves and all
Yeah.
the side characters are there, and then
Oh,
a
so
new
The
main
Walking
character
Dead?
show. Hold on. And then the new main character shows up, but they all still hang out in the basement of the old main character's parents, including the new main character who's dating the last main character's girlfriend, and the parents of the last main character just find it awkward they're making out in their house.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
At least not that.
That 70s show.
That and the new main character is Seth Meyers' brother.
Oh,
Not
is
even
that
Seth
what
Meyers.
Yeah, if I recall, he's not even in the series finale. Like, or he's
He's
in like,
not.
one scene.
it is? No, yeah, he gets I think a scene, but they got Topher Grace back, so like we don't need you.
Right. Yeah, I remember the last season of that 70s show not being good, but liking that finale okay.
The finale's alright. That final.
You're right.
It truly was
Again.
the final.
So fucking sick and tired of this.
Until it wasn't.
But what I was saying is that final season just kind of continues like the downward trajectory of that show for the last couple seasons. Because even the last couple seasons with Topher weren't as good.
Yeah.
That's just, I
Notorious.
haven't seen that show in a long time.
I've listened to
Notorious
bits and pieces, but
sociopath, Topher Grace.
exactly. I've always seen bits and pieces. I just know about that in the final season. It just kills me.
I love that 70s show, but you can stop watching.
It's one of my
it by
friends'
season
like
6.
favorite shows.
Yeah.
What about that 80s show and that 90s show?
I was gonna say, did you ever see that 80s show with Glenn Howerton?
Yeah,
I
was
saw-
interested in it.
I remember seeing like a random episode on TV, but because I only lasted one season, I didn't see it. I thought that 90s show was okay. It does kind of have that problem that I really just care about seeing the old characters.
And that got canceled, right? I think It
Yes.
only lasted like 2 seasons.
And I never saw past the first season because Netflix like didn't know advertising for the rest of it. I think I got 3 seasons, and I like didn't hear about 2 of them.
That is the Netflix way. Like, if you're not a global phenomenon, they will ditch your ass.
The way.
Dewey. I've got a question though. Will The Paper be the next 80s show / Joey?
Well, the what?
Oh,
What
As
is
a
the
paper.
paper?
What's
I
that?
haven't
It's
seen any
the-
reviews yet.
Oh, okay. It's the spin-off to the Office.
Oh. Why?
But why
Uh,
not?
First time hearing of
Fuck
this.
you.
Oh, really?
The only character, yeah. So it's about a paper company, and Domhnall Gleeson is the boss, and the only character that's carrying over is Oscar.
Oh
Yeah,
my god! Yeah, I just found this.
I
How
think
have I
it's
not
about-
heard of this?
I think it's about a newspaper specifically.
Yeah, it's not.
it's a
Oh
little
no,
bit-
sorry. Sorry. It is about a newspaper. Like I meant it's not like the same type of company.
Yeah.
And
This is
Rainn
the
Wilson
first
came out
official-
and was like, "Fuck you! If you're gonna make a spin-off, it should have been the Dwight Show."
It should. Well, there was supposed to be a Dwight spinoff
Yeah.
at one point. I think, like about
never
him on
needed
the
that.
farm.
They should
Yeah.
have done it. They should have made Joey Dwight edition. I mean, I guess, you could look at something like Frasier, but like that's the exception to the rule.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do think it kind of sucks though that like in our modern landscape we're not really able to give shows any time to like improve or find their voice yet. Like if you're not good out the gate, you're done.
I was gonna say that we don't do enough spin-offs anymore, because now all
gosh.
show spin-offs are like, oh, you like the Rookie? Here's the Rookie Saudi Arabia edition, and it's like, it's not like that. It's just here's the show, but in a different location, and they'll have the location in the name, so it'll be like
CSI
911, yeah, CSI New York, 911, like Delaware, and all that kind of stuff.
NCIS Los Angeles
Yeah, exactly.
with Robin.
Yeah,
That's the one with Chris O'Donnell. I don't know why I know this.
exactly. Yeah. They do spin-offs like The Office has remakes.
I was gonna say, Australia only recently got an Office.
I heard that was horrible.
Was it
Of
bad?
course, it's Australian. Oh fuck! It's paper in my kangaroo, mate.
My paper.
Australian.
This paper's ripper, mate.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Did you guys ever hear about the, like, Stanley trying to crowdfund a Stanley spinoff for The Office?
Yeah.
Why
did
did
that
Stan
anyway?
Lee? I was like,
No,
what?
like Stanley from The Office.
This show, I'm gonna make my own.
He's my favorite character.
I remember when I created Michael Scott.
They've got
Oh.
the American office and the British office. What if we had the Marvel office?
Why is your Stan Lee a cross between Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin and the old chocolate lady from SpongeBob?
I guess my Stanley is just an impression of Dan's Stanley impression, which also is like that.
When I was a boy, I watched The Office, and I thought it was very funny.
I remember when I created a boy.
When I was a boy.
Well, but yeah, that's what it should be. Then it's like Jack Kirby's Dwight and Stanley put his pencil in some jello. Actually, no. Sorry, no. That's not. That's Steve Ditko should be the Dwight, and he's just
Should be
like,
Dwight.
Stan put my pencil in this jello.
He's trying to say that he created Spider-Man all on his own.
I can't even draw Spider-Man. My pen's in a jello. And then Stan walks in and he's like,
I need 60 pages of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. This is my job as co-creator of Spider-Man, assistant to the co-creator of Spider-Man.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Roy Thomas is BJ Novak. I can't remember what his character's name
Aw.
is.
Brian. Yeah.
Who's
He's Brian.
who's the Jim Shooter analog when we get to that season?
Fucking kidding.
Oh god.
Probably Robert California. I don't know.
No.
I was thinking his new Jim. That's better. I like that more. I could also see. Actually, no, that's perfect. I like that.
No nuts. It's perfect.
No, it's perfect.
I had to fit Robert California in there somehow. He's the Lizard King.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's writing the scene in Secret Wars where Rhodey takes off like his Iron Man hand, and he looks at Mr. Fantastic. He's like, "Yeah, I bet you never thought that Iron Man was black, huh?" And, and they're like, "Should you like?" That feels out of character that he would be like that antagonistic about it, Jim. And he's like, "Shut up, I'm the fucking Lizard King."
I'm the fucking Lizard King.
His bags are writing it.
When are we getting Comic Office?
We need it. We need it.
Come on, Peacock, greenlight it.
Well,
Yeah. But yeah, I have been watching Alien Earth. After all that, I'm excited to review that full season. Whether or not, however I feel about however they end it, there's some really like interesting stuff to dive into in that show.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's got the potential to be my favorite Alien thing since the first two movies, which is not the highest bar, but
It's not a high bar at all. But I remember a lot of people were saying that about Romulus when they came out, and I was like, yeah, I get it, but I feel that more so with this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and you're the Alien 3 defender here, and even you might think the show's better than that.
So far it is.
Well, that's a low bar.
Yeah. Alien 3 is not perfect.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll see. I
I
like
like-
Alien Romulus a lot. Issues aside.
Yeah, I thought Romulus
Yeah.
was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it, but so far I'm liking this a lot.
I'm gonna watch it again sometime soon because I'll probably rewatch Alien and Aliens when the series is over. I figure I'll probably also rewatch Romulus just because I haven't seen it since theaters, but
Mhm.
that's a movie that I really enjoyed in the moment, but the more I think about it and like as time goes on, I'm like, yeah, but was it that good? It's just like, I don't know, I have more and more issues with it. But we'll see when I rewatch it.
Just one of those movies you're not like super compelled to go back to, except to.
Yeah, I've never had like the
context.
urge to.
We still gotta
Rewatch
do a
it.
commentary on
That's true.
I am very excited though for any like potential Alien and Predator crossovers that we're getting with the new Predator movies.
If Badlands is good, I kind of hope that's what the sequel to that is. If that gets a direct sequel.
Yeah,
It could be cool to have like a really three-dimensional, fully formed predator in one of these movies, and they just see him fight some xenomorphs.
Have
in
him
the
fight
next
some
one.
xenomorphs.
That'd be unique.
Yeah.
And because Predator's in a better place, I would be happier to see Trachtenberg handle the like AVP
I agree.
than the Alien people.
I
I
mean,
agree with you.
like I said, I'm enjoying Alien Earth a lot, so I actually think they're both. I'm pretty happy with both right
I don't-
now.
I've only seen episode 1. It was okay. I got issues with it. It was fine. I'm content with the fact
For
that
sure.
it probably won't be what I want from Alien like at all. But at some point, I will
Episode-
continue watching it.
Episode 1 is very set up.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's a lot of stuff where I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about any of this, but
That's what's like. It's well done, but that was what I didn't like about the first episode. Is it's a bunch of the android stuff that I don't care about.
yeah,
That's
it's
the
just kind
stuff I'm
of the
most invested in.
continuation of the Alien prequel movies, like in terms of what it's interested in. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, but Noah Hawley hates those movies, so it's not doing any like engineer stuff.
I was gonna talk about that, but has he said that he hates those movies?
That's
Like,
what I read. I don't know.
he considers them like he's not considering them canon. Like he kind of considers those like parallel canon or something. Like he talked about that in a podcast.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
hasn't like. It's one of those things where it hasn't outright contradicted or retconned those yet, but clearly he's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's
I think
working
like,
at
them.
like a producer on it.
Yeah, and really Scott's still attached, of course, too. But
Yeah.
I think
They
it
probably
I don't know.
won't go full flex those movies, but
Maybe just
Yeah.
it's also just because like I'm a Blade Runner fan, but I've always
Yeah.
really been interested in the Android stuff in like all the Alien movies across the franchise. So
too,
I think that this show's doing it better than either of the prequel movies.
Mhm.
At least from what I remember about those.
I also, without getting into specifics, I also think this show has fixed the not Ripley protagonist problem. Like, this is easily the best female protagonist in one of these since Ripley.
Yeah,
And making her a very different character.
yeah, I like her a lot. Although I'd have to say my favorite character is probably Morrow so far, the cyborg guy.
He's really cool.
He's very, he's got such a threatening presence. Like he's a really fascinating character. But
He's
we'll
great.
talk about it
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Ron has seen it. Yeah.
And I like Timothy Oliphant a lot. I love that type of
Yes.
android character. Like, he has such a like contempt for his peers that's really palpable.
Yeah, he
I love
gives a
his
great
line delivery.
performance.
Yeah, but I'm with you where it's like, okay, I need to see if they stick the landing or not, and how much
Yeah,
this is.
'cause this most
resolution
recent
and if this
episode
is
had
a
me-
cliffhanger.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, I don't know what we're doing here, but we'll see how it goes.
yeah, 'cause the last episode's next week, right? I'll probably just watch it all like after it's over. Like,
For sure.
I do think it's a show that might binge better. Um,
there's also
you just-
like. Sorry,
to
go ahead,
use-
go ahead.
Well, to use Peacemaker as a point of comparison, I guess this comparison doesn't really hold that much water anymore. Last two episodes, but so far with Peacemaker, like each episode has had like a solid like 3-act structure, like a beginning, middle, and end. Whereas Alien Earth kind of just feels like here's part 1 and here's part 2. Like it just kind of feels like a long movie so far.
Yeah, that's like very much just kind of modern shows at this point.
Yeah.
No, I don't. At least in episode 1, it's also like weirdly dated, and I didn't really. I don't know. I wasn't like as into that in Alien, where I'm like, I don't really need some of this stuff that we're doing, but again, it's just kind of whatever. Like I said, I'm kind of
with,
content that it probably just won't be for me.
You mean like with the aesthetic, or what part's dated?
I just like references to like any pop culture really. I didn't really need any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like just how like in your face like 9/11 it that episode gets to. I was also just like this. I don't know, kind of weird. With this franchise.
The fallout of that doesn't really have anything to do with that, so that didn't take me out.
Okay, that's good. 'Cause
We get
like,
past
it's
that pretty quickly.
That's good because we spend like half an hour on like recreating imagery of it, and I'm like, I do not need any of this. Like, it really took me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm guessing Sid the Sloth also took you out.
Yeah,
That
well,
didn't
even
happen.
like
Hayden
it's
made
not
that
just the
up.
fact that it's Ice Age. Like, I don't even really like that they went to Peter Pan either. Like, I don't really need any of that
Okay.
stuff.
Well,
I'm
that's
fine with-
fair. The Peter Pan
I'm
one's
fine.
just very overt and just it's a big part of
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
They're doing stuff with like parallels to characters there, but
Yeah. It's not
I like
No,
the
and I
Peter-
think the fact that they had to be like, no, it's Peter Pan, when it's like already like I get it. They just kind of made it more annoying. Where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Peter Pan's just one of those things, though, that for me is old enough and has stood the test of time enough where I'm like, yeah,
I just don't want that in
fits.
Alien. Like, I don't know. I don't need
Fair enough.
references
That's
to
fair.
pop culture in that. I don't know. I said to Cap, I was like, this is probably a show more for you than it is for me. But
Yeah, I think Cap would like it.
yeah.
I pointed this out when we reviewed the first 2 episodes, but it is really funny that like the Ice Age reference. It's not just Ice Age,
Yeah.
Ice Age 4. Like that's the movie.
No, the fact that it's
It's like
bad
a
is
100-year-old animated kids movie they grew up with. Like,
yeah, it's a very strange choice.
It just made me laugh.
And part of it too is that's like a Disney thing now too, where I'm like, oh, it's also that because Disney owns it. And I'm like,
yeah, that's
that
why
also
they
takes
show
me
the
out.
they show a
And-
bit of the Disney Peter Pan too.
Yeah, so it's like stuff like that also takes me out. Where like I'm thinking too much about the kind of like company politics behind it.
Yeah, for sure.
I also,
But
I mean, this
hopefully
is
it
not
gets
a high,
better.
this is not a high compliment. It's so far and beyond most of like the Disney Plus shows that it does feel like genuine
Yeah, but I mean
quality.
that's like
Yeah.
saying, hey, this didn't shove a knife up my ass, so I'm thankful for that.
It's also it's because it's an FX show and not a Disney Plus.
Yeah,
like,
well,
Hulu
that's
original.
true too. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's got real quality talent behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No,
I
it's
think the
definitely
Alien
well made.
franchise.
I just, I don't think it's really for me, but we'll see. Maybe it'll win me
Yeah,
over.
that's fair.
If it
I
if
do-
it makes you feel better, Austin, I had the same kind of reaction. Not with some of that stuff, but with like the stuff that it was doing with episode 1. But episode 2 won me over a lot more.
Oh, okay. Have you still only seen the first 2, John, or? Have you
Yeah, I
seen
keep
more of it?
forgetting about it. I hate weekly
Oh, okay.
shows because I always forget to watch them.
Well, I like weekly shows when it's done well.
When it's what?
When it's done well, like when I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next episode. We can all talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget to watch them when it's weekly.
Because I do find that when you binge an entire show, like they dump it all at once, you tend to just watch it once and then kind of forget about it. Or it's like, okay, I did that,
Yeah.
it's done. Like you have to
I
live with
way
it a little bit
prefer
more.
the
Like,
weekly format. I just like
As
the
much as we-
culture
yeah.
around, like an episode dropping and,
yeah,
talking about it.
100%. I like WandaVision more because we got to talk about it week to week. If they dropped it all at once, I probably would have been like, oh, that ended kind of lame. And then
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
never think about it again. But the fact that we got to spend weeks of being like, oh man, like here's cool stuff. Like what do you guys think? It like really propelled it up for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to either method.
Yeah.
And to Noah's point about Alien Earth feeling like one long movie stretched out, I will say it's one of the better examples of that. Like each episode, week to week, like I've still really enjoyed for the most part. And felt
I'm still very invested.
cool. Yeah.
That is just an issue, and that's something that's kind of been cropping up in some of Noah Hawley's work. Like the later seasons have that problem too. So
Fargo.
yeah, Fargo. Yeah, season 5 definitely has that problem, from what I remember.
I need to get back to that show. I love the first season.
The first 3 seasons are peak. 4 and 5's more hit or miss. But...
Okay, we're done.
Okay, I gotta get
Oh,
going
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta leave in a minute.
Austin's gotta-
Thanks guys for hanging
Robin's
out.
more concerned that I have to go than I am.
Aw.
I'm like, I got a couple minutes. Robert's like, Austin's gonna leave.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be back tomorrow night to finish Stranger Things season 4. See you guys on the next one.
Oh,
Bye bye.
see ya.